So hey, if you're watching this, chances are you're in a slump. Not a dramatic, everything is falling apart kind of slump, but more so of the quiet kind. The kind where you are still functioning, but something feels slightly off. You're tired, you're unmotivated, disconnected, and you even may be a little numb. You don't feel like yourself, but you also don't know how to explain what you're feeling or what's truly going on. I want to start by saying this. Being in a slump does not mean that you're lazy, falling behind, or failing. It simply means that you've been carrying more than you've acknowledged. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through how to get out of a slump realistically. Not by forcing productivity or pretending like you're fine, but by gently rebuilding your energy, clarity, and momentum. So this isn't a quick fix, it's simply the reset that you need. So I will be breaking this video down into 8 parts for you all, with the first part being understanding what kind of slump you're in. Before you try to fix a slump, you must understand it. There are different types of slumps and there are different ways for understanding each type of slump. Some slumps simply comes from burnout or doing too much for too long without the proper rest. Some can come from boredom. Your life feels repetitive, challenging, or uninspiring. Some just come from disappointment. Things haven't been turning out the way that you've imagined or that you have expected. And some slumps simply comes from transition. You have to keep in mind that you are constantly shedding the old version of yourself. And also keep in mind that your new self or the new version of you has not fully formed yet. A lot of people simply try to push through slumps without even asking themselves how did they get there in the first place. But your slump is definitely information. Instead of asking yourself how to get motivated again, ask yourself what is your mind and your body asking you for or begging you for right now. Sometimes the answer will be rest, sometimes the answer will be structure, and sometimes it will be change. You cannot heal what you don't listen to. Part 2, stop waiting to feel motivated. One of the biggest mistakes that individuals make when they are in a slump is simply waiting for the motivation to return. Motivation is unreliable. This is especially when you are already mentally and emotionally tired. Instead of you waiting to feel inspired again, focus on movement without pressure. This doesn't mean forcing yourself to do everything. It means choosing small, doable actions that gently reintroduces your momentum. For example, getting dressed even if you're staying at home, taking a short walk, cleaning one small area, or writing down your thoughts. These actions may feel insignificant, but tell your brain or discipline your brain to feel and think that I'm still showing up for myself. Momentum comes from action and not the other way around. Part 3, shrink your expectations. You're trying to function at the same level that you did before, and that creates all the frustration. During a slump, success is obviously going to look different. Success might be doing one important task versus 10, choosing rest instead of constantly pushing yourself beyond your limits, eating something that's more nourishing instead of the junk food and the sweets or sugary drinks, and ending the day without beating yourself up, because at the end of the day you still have to remember that you are human and you can only do so much within 24 hours. Lowering your expectation doesn't mean that you are giving up. It's adjusting to reality. When your energy returns, your capacity will grow. Part 4, rebuild structure gently. Slump tends to thrive in chaos, whether we would like to believe that or not. When your days have no structure, it's easy to feel lost or ungrounded. But structure doesn't have a rigid. Start with anchors as such: a consistent wake up time, a simple morning routine, and a set time to wind down at night. You don't need a full schedule, you need a few steady points to continue on throughout your day. Structure definitely gives your mind a place to rest. Part 5, clean up your environment. Your environment affects your mental state even when you don't realize it. When everything around you feel cluttered, your mind feels cluttered as well. And I can honestly say this myself, that I do feel my best when my area is clean, especially in your bedroom. You don't need to deep clean your entire space all the time. Start small. Make your bed, clean one surface, or just open a window. I've simply made making my bed each morning a daily habit, because who wants to get into a unmade bed? And this definitely helps me or steer me away from just lounging and laying around in bed all day. These actions create visible progress, which helps shift your mood. A calmer space supports the mind. Part 6, be honest about what you're avoiding. Slumps often stick around because it's something that you have been avoiding for a very long time. It could be a decision, a conversation, a responsibility, and a truth about yourself. Once Once you name what you're avoiding, it loses some of its power. You don't have to solve everything immediately. Just acknowledge it. Clarity creates relief. Part 7, stop comparing your slumps to other people's highlights. When you're in a slump, comparison hits harder. Everyone else looks productive, happy, and ahead. But you're seeing edited moments, not full reality. You are allowed to move at your own pace. Growth isn't linear. A slow season doesn't cancel your progress. Instead, it supports it. Part 8, focus on your energy, not outcomes. Instead of asking, what should I accomplish? Ask, what gives me energy right now? Energy first living helps you rebuild without burnout. This might look like moving your body gently, spending time alone, creating without pressure, and learning something new. Energy creates clarity. And for this last part, I simply want you to remember to trust your season or trust this season. Slumps are not permanent. They're pauses, invitations to reassess it, realign, and soften. You don't need to rush your way out. You just simply need to stay connected while you're in it. Be patient, be gentle, and be honest. Momentum will return, and when it does, you'll move forward even stronger than before. You'll be way calmer, and things will be a lot clearer now. Thanks for being here, and I can't wait to see you or listen to how you've overcome your slump.